This video piggybacks off of the previous tutorial of how to annotate a Word document. This will show you how to annotate a PDF. So along the same lines of understanding what annotations are, PDFs offer some of the similar features that Word offers for annotations. You also have the option to convert your PDFs to a Word document if you prefer the options that I showed you in Word. However, if you only have PDF as your option, that shouldn't be a problem. So what you're going to do first, I'm using this PDF called, an article called How to Make This Moment the Turning Point for Real Change. This is Barack Obama's essay. And as I'm reading, or as you're reading the text in the PDF form, you may make the same decisions that you made in the Word document. So in order to begin annotating, you can use these two buttons here at the top of the PDF preview screen. Or if you don't see these, you should see a menu, which unfortunately the Zoom share screen doesn't show you my menu, but there is a menu above my PDF. And one of the menu options says Tools. And so if you look under Tools, you will see an option that says Annotate. And another drop-down menu appears that offers you options like highlight text, underline text, strike through, draw a rectangle, oval, line, arrow, alt star, text box, or speech bubble. So these are just some of the features. And so you can highlight using this tool here, and you can choose the highlighted color. You can underline or strike through with this option as well. And so let's say I'm going to go with traditional yellow, and I want to highlight this paragraph. I can just grab it and do that. If I don't like the annotation that I created, I would have to click Control X or Command X. So if you have a Mac, Command. If you have a PC, it's Control X, and it'll undo it. If I want to let go of the highlighter, I can also choose this markup tool option. And from here, I have one of the options is to draw. And so again, I'm not the best at drawing, but if you prefer the drawing method, you can do that. Oh, it even fills it in for you. But let's say you just want to make an X or a circle something. And the same options here. So if you don't like what you did or you want to change it, you can click Command or Control X. And if you want to make changes to it, so let's say I make this circle and I don't want it to be filled in, it gives you the option here to have it empty, filled, or you can just get rid of it altogether. You can click on it and move it around. And again, Command X or Control X will undo any of those. You can move this star around, and you can change the fill color. So see where it says pink here, I can have no fill, or I can make it, it can color code. So maybe I want stars to all, blue stars to mean something and pink stars to mean something else, and green stars or other shapes. So you can choose a square, an arrow. Maybe I want this arrow and I want the arrow to be, oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's say I want a blue arrow. And maybe the blue arrows, I thought it would change the actual arrow, but I guess it just changes the identifier. So you can move that around if you want. You can add text, so draw a text box. This paragraph is about X. And so unlike Word, where you're able to put the comments in the margin, that's the only disadvantage of or one of the disadvantages of annotating a PDF, is that but the benefit is you can make it bigger, but you cannot move it to the margins. So if you're okay with embedding those texts, you can change the color, you can change the font and the size. So unlike Word, you can embed comments in Word as well and change the size, but for those marginal comments, we weren't able to change the size. And so here, that's an interesting option. Maybe you want this to be purple, and you can play around with, if you want it to be aligned a certain way, you can make it bold or italicized. You can underline. And for all of these options, this is showing you the weight of the line. And so again, I'm not good with drawing. Oh, it straightens it for you. So that's actually really good. So let's say you're underlining this, it makes it a straight line, and you can actually move that line higher or lower. And these are comment boxes. So this is a sticky note that you can then move around. So noting, this is the main idea, or the sticky notes might be a great place for you to also keep track of definitions. And so maybe you looked up inspiring, you can highlight your vocabulary words, again, a certain color, and then you can affix a sticky note there to show what the definition is. So you might write like adjective and then the meaning. This also has the search or look up if you don't want to open up a new tab and look it up on an online dictionary, or if you don't have a paperback nearby, you can also use that feature. And it'll open up a new window, which because of my screen share, you won't see. So I'll just show you the option here. And that's about it. So you can just, play around with it, play around with the shape, sizes, fonts, colors, and various annotations. If you're okay with just simply highlighting and underlining texts, that might be the best option for PDFs, but using these comment sticky notes and a variety of features will help you annotate your text in a way that helps you and helps you track those ideas and passages that you found important, had reactions to, or want to discuss in your next class session.